Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for Black King Crew Chicago. This is season 3, episode 12. And let's just get started on this episode. You know, the last episode ended. I'm sorry. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing okay? Everybody blessed and highly favored? Well, okay. Now let's get into this review. So we know the episode last left off with Don doing a major check to everyone in the shop, you know what I'm saying, cussing and fussing about Cobra and calling her fake and basically being, being bullies and stuff like that. So, this particular episode, it picked up, it was 4 and Charmaine at the shop. And, Charmaine was being her regular, my eyes crazy. Charmaine was being her regular thought self. She's the queen of thoughts within that situation, of that establishment. And she's, thought and bopping all over the place. And, she twerking in front of a fan. And I'm like, can't you, it's just not professional, Charmaine. Come on now. And I do follow her on IG. And she dresses different. She looks different. She looks, I don't know, like just more put together, I guess. It's less thought and bopping what it looks like. She's wearing her own hair. She just looks a little bit more adult. I would say that. She looks a little bit more grown up, like a real life adult. So let's hope, she's taking some things serious, and she, thought and bottom around these, around these parts. So, her and Ford at the shop or whatever, and then Cobra walks in, she's on a mission. She walked right past Charmaine. She don't say shit. I would not have either, because the last time I talked to you, you told me I was a fake bitch, and you were trying to fight me. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to talk to you. Let me go to where I got to go and do what I got to do. So, she go in, and Ford like, this way come in? She's like, that was Cobra. She went to her station. And when they go in to look at Cobra packing her stuff. She like, I'm out. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all be messing with me. Y'all be, bullying me. Y'all just, I don't fit in here. Y'all mean to me. I'm tired of people making me feel like I don't belong. And she has every right to leave for those reasons, because Charmaine, Lily, and Danielle was some bitches to her. Flat out. They were. Charmaine then says, wait, hold up, Cobra, I don't want you to leave. Hold up a second. Her confession, she didn't say, Don brought up some stuff, and I don't want her leaving like this. She then says to Cobra, too, Don brought up some things that I didn't think about, and I want to apologize for how I treated you. I didn't think about things that you might have been going through and stuff that you could have been dealing with, and I wasn't looking at anything except for things from my point of view, and I was wrong for that, and I apologize. I'm sorry. We do want you here. I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay. Now, in my last review, I believe I went ham on Charmaine. I think I went ham on all the little females. But I have to commend Charmaine for being an adult and admitting she was wrong and apologizing to Cobra. And it was like a heartfelt apology. Now, the thing about that is, Charmaine, in 2 more episodes, you can't go back to being the bitch of Cobra. You can't do that. You can't keep, because y'all squashed it the one time when she first came back, and y'all was at that cabin, and y'all was outside in the cold, and, she showed you how she had brought you a whole new pair of glasses, and y'all supposed to squash everything. So this is the second time that you didn't have to go to her and apologize for being the bitch to her. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Y'all both some idiots. So I'm going to need it not to be a third time. I'm going to need y'all to be adults. And, if it is done a third time, Cobra, I need you to body slam. I need you to body slam Charmaine in there. But not really, because I don't, I'm against violence. But, I need you to just not even worry about them. Like, don't even try to be their friend. Like, be their... People need to know there's a difference between being co-workers and friends. And, I get that 9 Mag is a family. And Cobra is trying to be a part of something because, she lost her father. She is searching for acceptance and a family dynamic. And she really could have that at 9 Mag if Charmaine and them petty asses would stop being petty. So, they hug it out, and Cobra was saying, it's really hard for her, that she just wants to be a part of something, and that she realizes that she's different, that she's always been different, and she says, but, y'all are different. That's why I want to be a part of this. I really do love you guys. And she was crying. It made me tear up a little bit, because it was a raw, real moment. You know what I'm saying? And both Ford and Charmaine both heard her talking, and I guess for the first time got it from her point of view. But you shouldn't have to see someone cry and to realize that you shouldn't be bullying them. I mean, you are all fucking adults. Come on now. So, you know, they all hugged it out. And it was a beautiful moment. I'll have to say that. You know, great. The next thing that we see, they in the shop again. And this time, Charmaine starts off by saying, you know, I don't want to be petty, but however, I got some information. She then goes on. It was a story a while ago when Carmelo Anthony and Lala were separating. There was a story about some girl who was supposed to be pregnant with Carmelo's baby. Said girl also dated Ryan. Now, this is the same story or scenario that Cobra brought up at the end of the other season, of last season, or the early little break thing when Cobra brought that up, but when Ryan had that heart attack. So Charmaine is saying she's hearing that the girl is really pregnant. She's about 7 months along. And I guess they know the girl because the girl was kicking it with Ryan at one point in time. So Charmaine goes on to say, well, you know, a while ago, you know, about 7, 8 months ago, her and Ryan was hanging out. You know, we had a mutual friend who said they was hanging out. You know, that was 7, 8 months ago. She is 7 or 8 months pregnant, excuse me. So it could be Ryan's baby. And this is my thing. Don't gossip about me when I ain't there. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If you have some juicy gossip about me and you want to tell the whole crew, tell them why I'm also there. Because when you tell someone a juicy story about someone when they not there, it's the equivalent of talking behind their back. And I don't like that. Okay? That ain't what I do. If you can't be who you want to be to my face, don't be who you want to be behind my back. And even though what Charmaine was doing was innocent, at the same time, why couldn't you say that story when Ryan was there? So it kind of made me mad. So, not mad, but, you know, I'm looking like, what's the point of telling them the story when Ryan ain't there? Tell them when Ryan there, because you saying it's his baby without saying it's his baby, and you basically spreading rumors about that man, and I feel like you shouldn't do that to your friends, okay? Associates, whatever. Co-workers, whatever. I get, you know, you do what you do. But if you my friend, you can't be going to other people, even if it's mutual friends of ours, and saying, well, you know her. You know, I heard Jay Lee, sleeping with so-and-so, and don't do that, okay? Come talk to me first. So anyway, you know, at that point in time, we see Bone Thugs walk in. So I'm looking like, oh, they just coming up in the shot. Hey, Bone Thugs. Hey, Crazy Bone. Hey, Busy Bone. Busy Bone was my boo. He was my baby daddy back in the day. I love him some Busy Bone. Never met him, but, you know, you know, I like skin men. So, you know, they're there because they were there before and they were doing a consultation for a tattoo. So now he was back to get the actual tattoo. So he waiting on Ryan to get there. So Ryan walk in and his whole arm's in a whole dang on cast. Him and Rachel walk in. They looking like, well, damn, bruh, what happened to your arm? He goes on to say, well, he was at a birthday party for some kids and they were playing and he landed on it and it broke. You know, Van says, I don't think that happened. I think he lied. I think Rachel broke his arm. I hope she ain't abusing cute on Ryan. I hope that she's not an abusive person. But, you know, it is what it is. So, he like, I was going to try to do tattoo, you know, but I really can't because my arm's really messed up. He like, and I feel bad because, you know, y'all my idols from when I was younger. And they, you know, crazy, like, well, okay, well, if you can't do it, well, who else, like, who's the person you suggest to do it? Like, who's your second in command? And so you have, you know, Van, you have Ford, you have Cobra, you have Junior. So I'm like, who we going to say? Honestly, I thought he was going to say Cobra. Because I think Cobra do adult work. I didn't think he was going to say Van. I didn't think he was going to say Ford. Only because Ford recently been down himself. And Van, I think Van do good work, though. You know what I'm saying? I think they all do great work. But I think sometimes it's not even about who's the best tattoo artist. It's about if you did a consultation for this person, you know what they want, which artist is the best person to do this kind of tattoo. Because even though a tattoo artist, they all can be great, sometimes they all specialize in different things. I knew it wasn't going to be Lily. You know what I'm saying? I knew it wasn't going to be her. I felt like it was... I thought it was going to be between Cobra... I thought it was going to be between Cobra and 4. That's all that was. Cobra and 4. So I was surprised when he picked Junior. Not that I think Junior don't do good work, but I think I did Cobra and 4's work better. And I think 4 was there when he did the initial consultation, so that's why I assume it will be him. But, you know what I'm saying, he picked Junior. It's what it is. But, of course, Van was like, above me? And then for like, above me? You picked Junior? You know, he only been here for a minute, you know, da, da, da. But you know what I'm saying? He's a good artist. He worked there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, you know, Junior does it, and Junior does a good job. You know, Crazy loved the tattoo. I can't remember what it was. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was cute. I want to get a couple of my tattoos cut. Well, not a couple. Well, yeah, a couple. I have one on each arm that I want to get covered from when I was, you know, a long time ago that I'm like, they need to be covered up. So I always say when I get my tattoos covered, I want to go to Nyack, and I would want either Ryan or Four to do my either Ryan, Four, or Cobra, whichever one would be available. I wouldn't do Van, and I wouldn't do Junior. I wouldn't do Cat, even if Cat was there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I know they're expensive, so I gotta save up some money, save up some thousands to get these tattoos covered. So yeah, he did the tattoo. They loved it. It was cool. Next, we see a scene where Don and Ashley at the house and they talking, and you know, Ashley is nervous about this, you know, this high risk pregnancy, and you know how the doctor telling her that if her blood levels don't get higher, that she would possibly need a blood transfusion, and she's crying, she's sad, and I'm gonna speak on this a little bit. I had a family member of mine who was very, you know, a close family member, and they used to have blood transfusions because they had low blood. And it is very scary. It is very scary. It can get very detrimental. Detrimental? Did I say that word right? If I didn't, don't talk about me. To their health. But I can say the process of it isn't... I don't want to say not scary. I want to say if you need it to be done, and if they're monitoring you correctly to know where your levels are, it's an easy procedure. You know what I'm saying? You might have to be in the hospital for a day, maybe a couple hours. It just depends on the person's levels. So while it is very, very serious, I wanted people to know that it can be managed. Like, it's a manageable thing when you're on top of it. It's different if you have low blood and you don't care. You just walk around with low blood, and then you get so sick and your blood gets so low that you need like an emergency, you know, you're admitted into the hospital and they have to keep you there for a while. That's when it's scary. My family member also had that. So I saw both aspects of it. I saw the one aspect where it was being managed when the blood level got to a certain level. The person had to go get a simple blood transfusion. They were in the hospital for maybe 5 or 6 hours. Their levels went back up and then they were released. But also when it got bad and they were there for like 2 days, and it was, you know, terrifying for me with this family member. And, you know, but I just hope that other people who may have been dealing with this, or, you know, doesn't know what can go into a blood transfusion, if you keep it manageable, it can be managed. And it can be an easy thing. So if you do have low blood, you know, don't wait until it gets so low that, you know, it becomes a dire situation. You know, keep it in check. And so I think it's a good thing that Ashley and Don is aware of her condition. They are aware of it. The doctors are aware of it. So it's just about being on top of it. So, you know, but as we see, she had the baby. She's healthy. Baby was healthy. So, you know, all praises due to God. They bring up how their son together, their oldest little boy, he was like born, he wasn't breathing, and so they were both saying how they're just nervous about her pregnancy because how he came out and he wasn't breathing for a few minutes, you know. But Don does say, you know, they have to have faith that everything will be okay. So, you know, that was a great thing too. Next we see Charmaine pulling Esperanza from off If Loving You Was Right. She put on some boy shorts and a wife beater, basically. And she's like, you know, my man be complaining that, you know, we don't spend enough time together and I'm always working. So I'm going to do the best of both worlds. You know, I'm going to put on a sexy outfit. It was literally some boy shorts and a wife beater. And I'm going to work in bed. And she really got in bed with a notepad and a pen and was like, all right, I'm finna do some work. And I'm like, you ain't got no laptop? I mean, I swear that's what I thought. When she pulled out a notepad and a pen, I'm like, that's how you work at home? You just write notes? I mean, It was just, I just laughed to myself. Because then she was like, showing them her butt. Like, oh yeah, babe, look, you know what I'm saying? You can touch my butt. I'm looking like, girl, bye. So then he comes up with the bright idea, we haven't been spending that much time together. So how about, we take a couple's trip to Cabo? Let's just do this. At first, she was saying, well, I just got my job back at WGCI and, I can't afford to take time off. And then when all he had to do was say, we don't think about this, the water and the liquor, and she was on board. I'm looking like, but if you couldn't take vacation days 30 seconds ago, what changed? Did you get some extra vacation days we don't know about? But, she agreed to do it. And I think, all couple things, the couple trip. So, okay, they going to Cabo. We then see Kat, who FaceTimes Danielle, basically to say what? Her rent is too expensive in California. She can't afford it. It's too expensive. Her and her boo broke up, and because of these reasons, she's homesick. She's missing home. She misses everybody. Kat is, not Kat. Danielle is saying her confession, well, maybe she left too fast because of her and Ryan. Who knows? Maybe she just come back home. She doesn't say for sure she gonna move back home, but I feel like she gonna move back to Chicago. I'm like, I guess and my thing is, you can't want to move to LA, and then the minute things get tough, you want to come back home. Then you wasn't really trying to leave. And I'm not saying be in California, be struggling, but you can't move back the instant you hit one little snag. Okay, the one shop you was at that you were renting from, the rent went up. Have you looked anywhere else? No, you haven't? I mean, girl, bye. So, I'm just like, whatever. She come back. If she don't, she don't. But, I mean, I don't see how people go out to do a dream and they want to do something, and then the minute something go wrong, oh my God, I'm sick of this. It's too much. I kind of miss home. I'm going to go back home. We ain't gonna never make yourself be who you want to be if you keep going back to who you used to be. Do some things with yourself. So, the next thing we see, Four Junior, Van, who's it? Something? Yeah, Four, Don Junior, and Van go to a strip club, and I'm looking like, okay, Players Club, strip club, $dollar bill. They having drinks, they chilling out, they teasing Four, because Four, like, since he wouldn't give Ashley a key, she been just popping up here and there. So, like, yeah, hey, Ashley, not Ashley, Nikki. Since Four said since he wouldn't give Nikki a key, Nikki be popping up here and there. So they mess me like, hey, Nikki, and he look like, where's she at? So, ha 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 ha, Don, like, his best behavior, Lily and Junior ain't together no more, so Junior free. And Van, Van has always done whatever he wanted to do. So, they're there, they partying, they getting drunk, they getting drinks, and you see a stripper coming up. And who was said stripper? It's Cobra stripper. It's Velvet. Now, I believe either Don or Four said she was looking so good. I don't like judging people, but I feel like her makeup make her look like a drag queen. And I mean that in the best way. In a non-petty way. In a non-trying to be nice. I mean, her makeup make her look... Some people makeup make them look better. I don't like her makeup. I don't. And when she showed her face, I was looking like, that's what y'all... If that's sexy, I'm ugly. Okay? And I don't even mean... people say you pretty for a big girl. I ain't talking about size-wise. I'm saying her facial features with that makeup made her look like a drag queen, and that's just my personal opinion. But I guess she's a badass dancer, so what I'm saying, go ahead, Velvet. And so, they like, what up? What I'm saying? What you doing here? Oh, I'm dancing, what's up with y'all? And she trying to, like, get in where she fit in, and they like, where your girl at? What I'm saying? Your girlfriend. She's like, who? And they like, ain't you dating Cobra? And she was like, that's just my friend. We not no couple. And then they like, well, damn, she telling us that y'all together. And she was like, no, we just friends. We hang out, what I'm saying? I love dick. And, but but if she want to eat my pussy, I'm going to let her do it. And I'm looking like, Velvet. But you can't be wifing these hoes in these streets, man. I mean, I feel bad because on national TV, Cobra getting played, and when she said it, the guys was like, well, dang, that's crazy. And then she go as far as to say, y'all don't believe me, for pull your stuff out, I'll show you how much I like dick. Really? In the strip club? I mean, that's what they do in the strip club, but really? It's on national TV. I'm like, she got to get fired for that. I mean, I'm just saying, that's like saying that they would, let me leave it alone. So, they then are fully aware that Cobra is under the impression that her and Velvet is a couple. And Velvet is just using Cobra to, one, get some cuddlingus, and for two, probably just be getting money from her or hanging out with her, getting popping on national TV. But what I didn't like was, what did she say? No, they were doing that or whatever. The girl walk away. Then Junior and the guys are talking. They're like, well, who should tell Cobra? And they like, well, I don't think none of us should tell her because it'll crush her, it'll make her be sad. So y'all gonna just let her get played? And what pissed me off is because Junior said, I don't think it's any of our place to tell her. But you didn't say that when you asked her to tell you what the fuck Lily was doing behind your back. I mean, men have guy code, but I mean, y'all can't just act like y'all can't tell Cobra. How? If that was Charmaine, man, saying they ain't together, would you not tell Charmaine? If that was, or whoever else? I mean, what? Who does that? Who knows a person who they cool with, man or woman, out there that's not repping them the way they supposed to, and a person is really getting used, you like, it ain't our place to say nothing. Really? Man, look, couldn't be me. Not at all. So we then see the next scene is they all at the shop. It's a funny thing where Don's son keeps saying Charmaine's name. I'm like, that's real awkward, ain't it? Very, very awkward. And Don says, it's probably because he might have heard his mom and daddy say Charmaine's name once or twice around the house, with our voices raised. And they have a montage every time Don and Ashley was talking about Charmaine. It was Charmaine. You sleep with her, did you not sleep with her? Charmaine, all the stuff. So, Charmaine, but hold up, back up, because even from there at the shop, I'm like, so Cobra, Lily, and Junior all in the shop, and Cobra ain't gut checked Junior to ask him why did he tell Lily that she told him that Lily was cheating? I mean, did that scene already happen? Y'all just ain't gonna play it? Because ain't no way we sitting around and me and her got into a fight, and if eventually, Junior, me and you would have to have a conversation. So I'm like, why everybody sitting around like it's cool? And even, really? But, it is what it is. So, Charmaine come in and she let the group know we going to Cabo, basically. She brings up how her boyfriend wanted to spend time with her, and wanted them to do a couple trip to Cabo, and he paying for it. So she said, I just said we might as well just invite the whole group. It's a house, it holds 13 people. I think it's more 13 than them though. I mean, because I think that's a lot. But you're 13 people, a 6-bedroom house. Is it only 6 couples? Because my thing is, I don't want to share a room with anybody if I got somebody. That's just my personal opinion. And what does her boyfriend do? He can afford a Cabo trip for everybody because she paid for it. I mean, she put on his card, so it is what it is. So then Charmaine is like, it can be a couple's trip, because Van said he bringing his girl, Ryan said he bringing his girl, so everybody bringing their couple and everything like that. And even Charmaine jokingly said, hey Lily, hey Junior, y'all can be a couple. And Junior was like, nah, I'll tolerate it though, but nah. And in her confessional, Lily say, me and Junior are over. Yeah, because you cheated on him. So y'all are. So even Cobra then say, can I bring my girl? So she want to bring Velvet. Really? And no one's Van, Junior, 4 all look at each other. And looking at like, oh my God. Y'all really not going to tell this girl that this stripper playing her? Just totally back. We then see the next scene is Cobra FaceTiming Velvet. Like, we going to Cabo, bitch. She like, what? She like, we going to Cabo. We going to Mexico. She's like, oh my God. She's like, wait, who getting my ticket? I would have been like, you, bitch. I would have said, do you want to go to Cabo? If you want to go to Cabo, you got to get your ticket. But Cobra then says, well, I'm going to get a ticket because I'm inviting you. Cobra is really tricking on this girl. It ain't tricking if you got it, but clearly you can see the girl is using Cobra for what she can get: a free trip to Cabo, cuddlingus, and she's on national TV. Okay, but it is what it is, bitch. What? So this little scene where Van and Jen are at the house and they cooking or whatever, and it's a knock on the door, and it's his PO. So we know he's on probation. He's on parole or probation, one of the P's, either probation or parole. And his PO comes and does pop-up visits to make sure that he's on the up and up. And so the dude come in, and it's like a hookah thing in the sink. I'm like, first of all, when Jen said your PO here, y'all didn't think to put the hookah lamp like under the table, like under the cabinet, like because it was in the kitchen. Put it under so he can't see it. So he like, what is that? And Van like, oh, that's the hookah lamp. He like, what else y'all smoking with it? Is it just hookah? He like, oh yeah, it's just hookah. I'm on the up and up. You can test me. So the PO then put him in handcuffs. I'm looking like, is this a typical thing how they do people? Like, he was handcuffed. I'm looking like, is he getting arrested for the hookah? I was confused. And he like handcuff him and say, let me do the procedure. He like walk him around the apartment. I'm guessing he walk him around so that when he's looking at stuff, like Van can't run or he can't get away. I guess that's just the procedure they do in Chicago when the PO visits the person. I don't know, because I've never had a PO visit me in my crib, and I've never dated a guy who had a PO, who visited him at the house. So I don't know. He, of course, uncuffs him and said, okay, everything's fine. Van then says, I got a question. I was going to contact. I got a question about for you. I got a work trip coming up, and I'm trying to see about me, going out of state. And then he like, where's the trip to? And Van say, oh, it's to Cabo, to Mexico. First of all, it ain't a work trip. Okay, it's not a work trip. It's a couple trip. Even though the people going to your coworkers, it's not a work trip. But I get, it's apples and oranges. It's all fruit. And he like, oh, so that's international. It's an international trip. He like, oh yeah, international. He was like, yeah, they ain't gonna let you travel internationally. They're not gonna do. You can't leave the country. And I don't know why man would think he could. You're a tattoo artist. And man, like, well, I've been testing clean. I've been keeping my work steady. You know what I'm saying? I just figured they would, it'll be okay. And then he was like, well, no, they're not gonna let you do it. So I was like, oh, okay, it is what it is. So Jen like, dang, we've been thinking about going, and now we can't go. So it's like, okay, fine. So the next scene from there, they all at the shop. They're doing that photo shoot for, what's the magazine? Damn, what was it? I can't think about it. Oh, Urban Ink. They're doing the photo shoot for Urban Ink magazine, and, so they're all at the shop. So Charmaine happy, like, oh, yeah, we having the, we all gonna be going to Cabo, blah, blah, blah. So Don then says, well, you know what, actually, I'm not coming. She's like, what? He like, well, yeah, because as he's having this high-risk pregnancy, she's scared to fly. Which is good. She, maybe it's not, what I'm saying, if she should be safe. Okay, I completely get that. And he like, and because she can't go, she don't want me to go. Now, I mean, Van has a history. So from there, Danielle then says she not going. Because her man don't want to go. She said, because my man don't want to go, I don't want to go because, it's a couple trip. But I'm looking like, but Lily and Junior going, they're not a couple. But, it is what it is. So from there, we see Charmaine man pop up, and they then like, oh yeah, man, thanks for, taking us to Cabo. He like, what? And he like, yeah, Charmaine said we're taking a group trip to Cabo. He like, no, it's a couples trip. And it was like, no, we're all going. And Charmaine like, oh yeah, surprise. And so he like, well, damn, I would love to have y'all there, but it is what it is. But I don't know. Now, as he's trying to have that conversation, Jen come in like, boom, where Van at? And I'm like, damn, bitch, what is the hello at? You ain't gonna say hi? And they're like, he in the back. And everyone looks caught off guard. How you see stuff that is not planned? Like, she there because she's a part of the cast, but they didn't know as much as they should have known about her coming. So she get there, and she walked past everybody. She going back, Van in the back. And she says Van has been texting her rude. She said, like, rude stuff. And he had been texting her nasty. And just being an asshole to her, texting her because of some accidental nipple slip on Snapchat. So she come in and she was like, really, Van? That's what we doing, Van? And Van like, what? You act like that because of an accidental nipple slip? He like, it wasn't accidental. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What's all this hostility? Y'all was just in the kitchen making food together 2 scenes ago. And Jen says he's trying to go off on her and be mean at her because he's upset because he can't go to Cabo, and that she's using her as a punching bag. So from there, I'm like, okay, he's really upset. Man, she was like, you could have came at me a different way. Now, did she raise her voice? Yes, she did. But was it a crazy thing that she raised her voice? No, it wasn't. Man, Van jumped up like, who the fuck you yelling at? Who the fuck you think you talking to? Go get fucked up in here. I'm like, Van, who the fuck you talking to like that? And I'm like, Van jumped up. So my thing is, I don't think there's ever a situation where a man should tell a woman, you gonna get fucked up in here. When you say that to a woman, it means that you're used to putting your hands on a woman. Because my thing is, you can't fuck a woman up unless you put your hands on her. Okay? So my thing with that is, Van, you a punk ass motherfucker for that. Simply because you were too aggressive with her. And you can't tell me not near person can say to me, oh, he was just upset. No. That is how abusive men talk to women. And my thing is, he was probably so pissed off, he just let himself be. Because my thing is, if you're not abusive towards women, you're not going to say to your girlfriend, you're going to get fucked up. Who the fuck you think you talking to? I mean, he was in her face so tough. And then when he said, you know, watch your motherfucking mouth. Van, who the fuck you talking to? And he's going off. And she's like, I'm talking to you. And they going back and forth. So as this happening, you see Don and Ryan quickly. You see Don put his drink down. He quickly went to the back because it was to the point to where it sounded like Van was finna jump on Jen. Let's be honest, call a spade a spade. It sounded like he was about to beat her ass. It looked like he was about to beat her ass. Ryan had to kind of get in between them and push Van back to get Van back even to the reality that, nigga, you on camera. Calm down. So they get them walking out and they still arguing back and forth. And you can clearly see that Van ass could have beat Jen ass solely because his exact words were, you gonna get fucked up. By who? By you? You gonna fuck me up? So my thing is, that's the equivalent of telling a woman you finna put your hands on her. And I like Nine Mag. I need Van gotta, I mean, come on now. You have anyone who saw that could not say, oh, it's okay. Because it wasn't. So, you know what I'm saying? Van leaves. He pulls off in his car. You know, he gone. Don then get a phone call from Ashley. He then has to leave. So, Ryan like, you know what I'm saying? We here for this thing on photo shoot. They bringing up all their bullshit. We got to do this photo shoot. So, they start taking pictures and everything. And Van then comes back. And I'm like, okay. So, everybody was in the photo shoot except Don. But I'm like, y'all gonna have Van come back. Y'all not gonna talk about him just telling G who's gonna fuck her up. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all leave it alone. Okay, fine. So, and that's how the episode went off with them finishing up the photo shoot. So that is my review for Black Ink Crew. Comments below, people. I'm tired because Van has pissed me off because he's crazy. So I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Until next time, people.